going on, everyone? Sorry for the delay in videos on the progress on this Ecoboost swap. I've been super busy and some other things took priority. We got a 4-post lift. That's why the shop looks crazy right now. We just finished building that. But today on this update, we're going to show you the fuel system for the Ecoboost swap if it's something you plan on doing. So all my lines and fittings are going to be Red Horse Performance. They're pretty good bang for the buck. Can't go wrong. So we have their fuel pressure regulator. You have the low pressure feed line coming up to the fuel pressure regulator right here. And then you're going to have your pressure gauge right there. Just make sure you get one that can read up to 80 pounds. And then you have the send from the fuel pressure regulator to your high pressure fuel pump right here. It's going to come up and connect in over there. And then this line will be the return back to the tank. Now I'll lift the car up and I'll show you what we got going on underneath. All right, so looking from under the car, we have our sending line and our return line running down along the frame rail right here. We got the line couplers right there. And it's going to come back to a couple of P clamps. And then we have the fuel filter in line on the send. So this is going to be the sending line. And it's just going to run with a couple of P clamps along with the brake line right there all the way back. I did not order enough hose, so do not roast me. And then it just goes up and into the tank back there. And I'll show you that right now. So we got the two fittings coming in here. You have to get, if you're gonna run a stock tank like I did, I got the female quick disconnects, 6 AN to 5/16. So basically what it turns these into is just little barb fittings, and then you slip them on, choke them down. So we got the 45, the 90 coming off the sending unit, and then the return is just going to be the straight. I did have to hammer my tank because the clearance just wasn't enough to run AN lines. This hole is going to be where the bulkhead goes for the power lines. For the fuel pump, I got the AEM 340 pump in there. So you just want to get a pump that's going to be able to put out 80 psi to your high pressure fuel pump, and then you'll be good. Also, anyone that's doing this swap on an S13 or maybe plans to do it in R32, the stock S13 or R32 transmission cross member pretty much will put you right in line with the ears on the ZF. So JEM Sport actually makes a transmission mount for this exact swap, running the ZF swap adapter plate and everything. So if you buy their kit for an S13 or an R32, it will line up exactly where it's supposed to. You don't have to fabricate anything. I'm gonna fabricate some legs off of this just to achieve the distance I need for the trans mount. But I thought it would be a good piece of information that the S13 transmission cross member bolts directly to an R32. So if you're doing this swap and you buy the JEM Sport one for the ZF, you'll be able to just plug and play. And that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching.